What's going on, guys, and welcome to Rabbit's Used Cars. I want to shoot this video right quick. This kind of last minute thing. I had to pull myself together. It's hotter than the 7 months of hell. This is a South Carolina day, all day. Normally we film in the mornings, it's the afternoon, but I really feel like this needs to be brought across to you guys. As many of you know, I buy and sell collector cars. That's what I do for a living, all of that good stuff. Well, there's a lot of people that flip and buy and sell cars. And we'll get into that a little bit here, but there's a new scam floating around that you guys really need to know about. And the thing is, I've actually caught some of my cars involved in this scam. When you list cars on Craigslist Marketplace, yada, 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 insert whatever venue you want to list cars on. You know, you list pictures and all the information and all that. Well, you know, back in the day, you remember those phishing and those scam ads, you know, where the car was really cheap and all that stuff. Well, these guys are getting smart because people are learning if it sounds too good to be true, usually it is. And, you know, remember like when they did it on Craigslist, they never had a phone number. It was like an email address. It was just a long chain of bullshit. Well, they're doing that on Marketplace. And this is where my cars were listed. And what they would actually do is, the reason I know that I made contact with them, and I don't know who, because obviously I talk to hundreds of people every week on cars, but the thing you gotta think about is, what's the first thing people ask you when they inquire about a car? Well, if you're a fucking moron, the first thing they ask is, what's the cheapest you'll take for it? Anyway, sorry, I had to throw that one. Do you have more pictures? Well, of course, we have the pictures that are in the ad, but we also have detail shots, any problem spots of the car, walk around videos, under shots, yada, yada, yada. And we have those, and I usually throw those out in, you know, in that private message or direct message. You know, there's a lot of times you send that, you'll never hear back from them. And you got people who are just nosy or inquiring more than likely. But the thing that's crazy is I saw one of my cars just this week that was listed in California for sale. And the thing that was crazy was it had the damn gas station in the background, everything. And it was my cars. The thing was crazy, and if you'll notice in all my car ads, and you'll see them in a lot of the videos, we run different funny plates. You know, Travis's Celebrity Machines hooks us up, and we always put a funny tag on the back of the car, whether it's ass kicker or rabbit or something on them, you know, different state or whatever, you know, so that's kind of our thing. Well, that got me thinking, well, it doesn't say it's mine. Guys basically taking and listing my cars and other people's cars. They're listing them, you know, in another state or whatever. And truth be told, they're not in that state either. Hell, they could be right here in our backyard. And they're listing the cars. And basically, it's a damn near carbon copy of my ad. Pictures. They're even using, like when you inquire about it, because I played dumb and inquired about this thing. When you inquire about it, they're sending me my pictures back, my videos back. It's really changed the way, just in this week, of how I operate with things. Now, whenever you see an RUC car, it's got an RUC tag on it. Something else you'll notice on the back of all RUC cars, they have RUC stickers in the back glass of them. And, you know, a lot of people do that, you know, free advertisement, whatever. Most people will scrape those off. It don't matter. No, I do that because you know what you're getting. So how this scam works is they see these cars. You say, man, I really like this, blah, 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 insert car here. And they show you these pictures and you got a walk around video and all this stuff. It gives you that false sense of security. The thing that's crazy is with this much information on the car, you can't help but think it's yours or that it's legit and it's theirs when it's not. When I'm looking at the said car that they're trying to sell, you know, I'm trying to think of ways to protect buyers and me included. You know, I buy a lot of cars online. Keep in mind, the majority of the people that I deal with online are people that I deal with on a daily basis. I buy cars from dealers and builders and just flippers that I've known for years all over the country. As a rule, 95% of my buys are that way. Or I'm buying them in person, where I can see a title, where I can see it with my own two eyes and touch it. This is the problem with this. This jackass that's showing you these pictures and walking around and doing this stuff, what the first thing he's gonna tell you is, hey, I got a guy that's really interested in said car if you'll send me a deposit. And you may even go back and forth on the numbers a little bit. And he said, hey, I need to sell it. I'll take, you know, and just drop 5,000 instantly, which is another red flag, by the way. People generally don't do that. People don't throw that kind of money away. They drop the price a little bit or whatever. Hey, just send me a deposit on it. And the deposit will be really low. Like send me $500, but send it to me on Cash App. And back in the day, PayPal was the only way to send money. Now you got all these different little avenues to do that. But a lot of these are totally unsecured. And the thing is, you send that $500, you're like, well, hell, you didn't make $500. Think if you did that 10 times. Deletes that ad, steals pictures from another ad, does another one. And the thing is, it's so easy to start another Facebook account. It's so easy to do all of this stuff. There's no, it's not like back in the day, like it is a lot actually like back in the day with eBay and how I opened up so many accounts because you didn't have to have anything to verify yourself. Where now, you got to put a credit card in, you gotta be something tied down. You ain't got to do that with social media. And this is the problem it runs into. And Craigslist had a lot of these scammers, but this one on Facebook, it is so easy to fish and get pictures and get the information and get things. I mean, for Christ's sakes, I still have the car technically for sale over here. They could literally reply back. And let's say you asked for a random picture of something, they didn't have it. Hell, they could fucking ask me for it and I could send it to them and then they could send it to you. I mean, that's the scary part about this. Yeah, you didn't buy the car, but they're stealing money from you. And I mean, I don't know about you, but if you took $5 from me, I'd be pissed, much less 500 or 1,000 or 1,500 or whatever. And that's the thing, to hold that car. And, that's the key with a deposit, while we're on this subject of deposits. A deposit is a good faith that I'm going to buy this car. I'm giving you this money to go towards that car. And if I don't buy it, that's your money. That's for putting up with missing the sale or whatever. That's your money towards that car. That's what you do. That's kind of your word that you're going to buy it. Now, a lot of people are really weird. I've had people ask for deposits back, and which doesn't happen, by the way. But this is the thing, I guess, the best way to stress this. And I know I got a lot of people that flip on here, a lot of people that sell out of their backyard. I know I give a lot of you guys a hard time calling you bottom feeders and stuff like that. But the fact being said, when you buy a collector car from the RUC or any other collector car dealer in the country, you got to understand that's the difference between being a car dealer and being, a backyard flipper. A backyard flipper ain't gonna be able to help you with a title issue. A backyard flipper, how do you know the difference between that guy and this guy? How can they verify this? This is an established business. We sell hundreds of collector cars a year. For Christ's sakes, we've already sold $750,000 worth of inventory so far this year from RUC. The thing you got to think about, the only way to really play it safe is to deal with a reputable dealer. That way, you buy a car out of state, sight unseen, or buying a car and putting a deposit on it and coming down to get it or whatever. When you buy a car like that, this car is in a building where you can inspect it, where you can look at it. We've got lifts, we've got, creepers, we got anything you want, lights, you can check it out. And beyond a shadow of a doubt, what you're buying is what you are going to get. And then the best part is buying from a dealer. And let's say, something's wrong with the title on a car. Another advantage from buying from a dealer is we're bonded. Well, what's bonded? Bonded means we have an insurance policy behind us that covers what we sell. So let's say, for instance, I sold you a car and it ended up being stolen, or I had a phony title with it or something like that. In good faith that we're backed to where you return the car and your money gets returned to you in a situation like that. Or there's that security net there. And that's the thing that bothers me. I like to think everybody's truthful. I like to think everybody's got, the best interests at heart, but unfortunately they don't. And it's so easy when you're buying cars, especially if you sold one or two and going out looking, I found this killer deal. You might want to dig into it a little deeper. And I think another thing to do that would really shake these guys is you want a phone number and you want to be able to call them. And I understand, buying a burner phone's not a big deal either, but when you can talk to somebody, you can get a good feel if they really know what that car is. And, that's another big thing. When you call here to the RUC and you talk to me, I'll go FaceTime with you in a heartbeat. We got Wi-Fi all the way through the building. I can walk you around and we can sit in it. I mean, hell, we can drive it down the block together via FaceTime. That's the beauty of it, is building comfort and building support in your customer. And that's what we strive for here, because I haven't been in business as long as I have and sold as many as I have by hoodooing people and shitting people. And that's the thing that bothers me We have a bad enough name as it is in the car business. So we definitely don't need people helping us out, making us look shittier. So anyway, guys, keep your eyes open, watch out for those scams, or just don't worry about it and buy from the RUC. Guys, we'll catch you next time here at Rabbit's Used Cars.
All right, Cat Daddy, so you?
What's going on, guys? Fuck, I fucked it up. I'm so goddamn hot, I'm losing my mojo.
You okay?
Yeah, I think I am.
11:30.
Love it.
I'm sweating like a hog, man.
Me too. My balls are wet.
Who knew filmmaking was such a strenuous sport?
It is. It is. Now you know why little Francis Ford Coppola got out of it.